I want to be your hero, Seamoose. How's that sound?
Is that what's playing right now?
It is, and we saw a very heroic performance in game number one by Master Roshi, the jungler for Memorial High School. He's going to be swapping over to the red side.
And the instant Evelyn ban.
Yeah, exactly. No questions asked about that. They're going to double ban him. Take the Rengar out of there as well. University School of Milwaukee had some problems in game number one. But of course, we're coming into game two. And that means that we're going to have a chance for a do-over here. Still locking in the Echo first, but this time a little bit of a different situation. Man, we're about to unleash the...
I don't know if that one works.
Damn, I was so close. It's like you can
Yeah.
use every single one of those. I picked the one that doesn't work. Oh well, all right. I'm getting fired after this one, but that is right. Tom Kench and Braum. No, it's just Braum. They're both gonna get locked in for Memorial. Very strong champions in their own right. And it's the first Tom Kench I've seen in a cool minute.
Yeah, Tom Kench and the jungle is definitely something I know that Meteos has played a lot in solo Q&A. And it's something we've seen a couple of times at Worlds as well as support. In the jungle, he is an excellent tank. And once he gets his level 6, he can, gank in ways that you wouldn't expect normal junglers to. Although, obviously, in lane, he's pretty useful because you can just devour your own teammate and save them. He's not going to be able to do that now in the jungle. However, he will be very effective in team fights. On the other side, it's pretty interesting to note that University of School Milwaukee actually respected the Echo as well, and they took that away from bot lane Fed GG. So Darius open though. Syzygus is going to try and rock that in the top lane. Those are some strong pickups that they just had.
Wow, yeah, really, really big ones. And there's actually a lot more left. Fiora, open. Gangplank, open. Just really strong picks out there. Veigar, unfortunately, banned. Of course, you're going to see that one quite a bit in the ban column. But yeah, we were talking about that Gangplank. Very, very solid top lane pick. And, mid lane pick as well. You just don't see it very often competitively because it's banned all that often. Fiora, again, another pick that's actually huge, but doesn't look like we'll be seeing that one this game.
Yeah, and Gangplank is also the kind of champion that the player needs to be comfortable because he has a ton of potential, really. He can dominate team fights, but his lane phase isn't the best, and he is pretty hard to use. Those barrel mechanics aren't the easiest to master, so I'm curious to see how bot lane Fed GG plays on this champion. TSM Mother Pearl actually takes the Tristana away. Or no, excuse me, he played Tristana last game, but he didn't pick the Varus. So T-Cross, if he's going to go for that, that's still an option that University of School of Milwaukee might be able to take away, but I'm not sure if Pritzky plays that champion. And right now he's hovering over the Twisted Fate. That would help him roam and get some ganks on, so maybe to counteract Master Roshi.
Man, yeah, Master Roshi definitely needs some counteracting because let's just talk about that Evelyn play. Dominated early, snowballed the entire game, and now we're going to get a chance to see him on most likely this Tom Kench. Could switch things up a little bit weirdly, but speaking of weird, that is a Vel'Koz hover there by T-Cross. It's locked in!
And another weird pickup as well, a Bard on the side of University School of Milwaukee. That's going to complement the just roaming potential of the Twisted Fate. But let's talk about this Vel'Koz for a little bit. T-Cross, he plays some sort of strange mid laners. We just saw the Varus mid last game, which isn't really common at the moment. And now Vel'Koz, whose poke potential is great. His damage in team fights, if he can combo, is absolutely ludicrous. But the question is, against Twisted Fate, he doesn't have any mobility, so I feel like Pulsefire, if he plays this right, could get some great early ganks off.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's one thing that Pulsefire is kind of hampered, whatever you want to call it. In game number one, he was on a Diana, and Diana's pre-level 6 ganks feels a lot like Warwick. It's like you walk in the lane, you really hope that they stick around, they just want to fight you or something, they are suddenly like... Their keyboard disconnects and you can just walk up to them, but not really a realistic situation. However, some very interesting picks here for both sides. You got Syzygus, guy who was playing Malphite last game. He's going to be rocking Darius this time, and while we do still have an Echo, this time it's a jungle Echo instead of top lane. And of course, with a different AD carry style here, Sima Beast running Vayne into Tristana, a lot of hyper carry potential, and Vayne does pretty decently against Tom Kench. I guess so does Echo with that Z Drive resonance. But man, this is going to be crazy back and forth. What are the biggest picks that you see here, Seamus?
Yeah, Cyzicus on this Darius, in my opinion, is probably great for Memorial High School because he was the only player we saw in the last game that was able to not only win, not only like do well, but also win his lane. He got a solo kill, and on a carry champion, he might be able to affect the rest of the team more. On the other side, I am just so curious to see how Master Roshi does in this Tom Kench because he had an incredible impact on Evelyn, but Tom, not the best champion to sort of snowball that hard. So I'm curious just to see how he plays this Tom Kench out. And just Tom Kench's jungle isn't something I've, seen and researched a lot anyway. So I'm just really, really curious to see how this is going to go.
Well, we're going to have to stem your curiosity for a brief moment, Seamoose, while we load into this game. So do want to thank everybody for watching. And of course, do want to thank our sponsors for allowing this to be possible. Tespa, Loot Crate, Newegg, MSI, Rockat, Jinx, and Twitch, which is where you're watching this wonderful broadcast. We want to thank every single one of them for their support. Of course, stream also made possible by viewers like you. So do want to thank you for tuning in to the High School Star League's Fall League of Legends semester. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves some High School League of Legends action, and we'll stick around after this short commercial break. We'll be right back with game number 2 between University of School of Milwaukee and Memorial High School. Don't go anywhere. Can you feel? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the fall semester of High School Star League of Legends season. My name is Rapid. With me is Seamoose, and here we are into game number 2. The University of Milwaukee swapping over to the blue side to take on Memorial High School, who, after a dominant game number 1, switching things up again, switching sides, switching champions, and here we go out on the rift for game 2.
Yep, University of Milwaukee now. Are they going to do anything interesting into level 1? It doesn't seem that way. Pulsefire and Cyzicus just grouping up. We see a lot of pings actually coming out of Memorial High School. I wonder what that's all about. But they're not invading either, so probably just going to see fairly neutral starts. Seven Beast and Harish Pure in this bot lane. We're just spamming their emotes for a moment. And, I was saying before that the Darius and the Tom Kench for either side is going to be really what we should keep our eyes on. But I've got to say, T-Cross on this Vel'Koz. Just because Vel'Koz is such a rarely used champion, I'm pretty curious to see how he plays as well.
Yeah, Vel'Koz, actually pretty interesting. Big sort of control mage, if you want to think of it that way. Very, very long range and a lot of true damage packed into his kit. which comes from his organic deconstruction, which deals true damage per level based on acquiring 3 stacks of landing your spells on enemy champions. So if you've never seen Vel'Koz before, then you're about to see him now. T-Cross, of course, busted him out there versus Pritzguy, and also running Cleanse there, T-Cross is as well. It's a fairly standard thing against Twisted Fate, but still not a summoner spell you tend to see all that often.
Yep, he's also just going to respect the potential gank, I'm assuming, from Pulsefire if he can land that parallel convergence for the stun. It is interesting to know that T-Cross, he's only played 2 games on that Varus we saw the last game, and he's played a couple of more on this Vel'Koz. Still only 8 games of Vel'Koz this season up against the 32 Twisted Fate games from Pritzguy, so potentially Pritzguy might find himself an advantage here in this mid lane. If he does, it's definitely something that Milwaukee will need.
Yeah, Milwaukee desperate for any sort of strength to come out of the lane phase yesterday, or last game, feels like it was yesterday, accomplished absolutely nothing in the lane phase. They died 4 times bottom in 5 minutes, and then pretty much just snowballed, or the rest of the lane snowballed there as well. So Master Roshi is about to find out that his red buff has been counter-jangled here. Sisychus has been helping Pulsefire run through the enemy jungle and grab that red buff away here, and it's actually going to be a very successful counter steal, counter jungle for the steal. Of course, there is Pulsefire finding out that he's safe, he's out, and now looking towards the gank top lane. Man, this could actually be a very, very aggressive level 2 gank. Pings up on the top half of the map, and you can see that Master Roshi is communicating, hey, jungler, just know my camp up here. Where is Pulsefire? I think bot lane fed GG is about to find out.
He doesn't have his remove Scurvio. He just got it with that level 3, so yeah, Pulsefire realizing that he's not going to be able to get really any sort of gank off there. Still staving off any aggression potentially from Master Roshi because he doesn't have that red buff. That being said, though, Pulsefire has wasted a bit of time and is actually falling behind in CS. So even though he got the bigger jungle camp, I'm not even sure if that was all that effective for University School of Milwaukee. And now, gank from the mid lane, Master Roshi, he's looking for it.
Oh man, the slow, the double slow, there's the tectonic disruption, and a flash forced out. Pritzguy locks in the gold card. Oh, with the flash in, he's gonna eat it. He spits it back. Pritzguy in a lot of trouble. 400 gold for first blood. Maybe another 300 coming his way. Flash out there. T-Cross does land a slow. There's another tectonic disruption. Master Roshi with a double kill. Tom Kench unbenched in the mid lane with 2 kills and a little bit of deja vu, the exact same way that game number 1 started here for Memorial as well.
He does it with the Evelynn, he does it with the Tom Kench. Master Roshi, seemingly a master of any jungle champion he desires. That was just greedy by Pulsefire and Pritzguy to try and make that counter gank happen. Pritzguy had already flashed away, he had already been chunked down. It was the smartest decision just to get out alive. But Pulsefire, he actually did land the stun and felt that it would be enough. Unfortunately, though, he didn't land it onto Master Roshi. He just flashed and got the Devour off, and then they got the first kill, and then just ended up being a double kill. And you've got to have flashbacks to the first game. When Master Roshi got his bot lane super fed, I honestly think Milwaukee, they should just play safe. Just try to farm and just play smart, because that's a common thing is when you're playing against very strong players, you can end up psyching yourself out and playing poorly.
Wow, lots of crits. Big gold being cashed in the top lane. Bot lane fed GG. Needs to watch out for that Darius damage. Sisychus in a very strong position in lane, but we got to keep an eye on the bottom half of the map. Eagle condemned into the wall. We're about to see Eagle try to dash out of there. Summon a heal. The flash away. The flash back in. Sima Beast. Going Beast, putting an early score on the board there for University School Milwaukee.
Yep, good stuff to Pulsefire 11 there. Making sure that he will not, or he'll at least do his best not to get out jungle this game, and gets a nice successful kill over to his Vayne. Back on this top lane, bot lane fed GG against Sisychus. This is honestly a matchup I don't think Gangplank... Oh, they're diving Mother of Pearl.
Oh, man, and with the magical journey as well. Gonna go in for the Z-Drive Resonance. Doesn't proc it there. Very, very low HP. And a cute gank there through the wall there with the magical journey. But Harris Pure not quite cute enough to find that kill.
He's in trouble.
Just a little bit. There's a slow, and whoa, needs one more eat. One more auto attack for the eat. He's gonna regurgitate him up there, and Master Roshi a killing spree with all of his team's kills.
That's now 3 kills over to Master Roshi. He's got Bomby Cinder working towards becoming a strong tank, but the percentage health damage that he can do off of his Devour is pretty insane. And actually taking a look whether or not he's maxing his Tongue Lash, but eventually his Devour is just going to be incredible. It does 20% damage at any champion's maximum HP at level 1 if he is able to devour the target, which 20% damage, even as a tank, if you can do that much damage to any enemy champion, you are a terrifying monster.
Yeah, the disgusting thing about Tahm Kench, and I think Deficio and St. Vicious were talking about this on Twitter the other day, is that his ultimate has a passive that gives your basic attacks and damaging abilities bonus damage based on your max HP. So if you end up with like 4,000-5,000 HP, your abilities actually deal a disgusting amount of health. Your auto attacks will just straight up deal 400 damage. You click on somebody and they take all that damage. You've got basically double the health of every other champion because your health just comes right back with gray health. And while yes, it does decay, Tahm Kench is just a monster, and we're starting to see the full effect of that with Master Roshi putting it down. Now mid lane, turn to Harris Pure coming out from behind the wall, and nothing gonna happen there. T-Cross just backs away.
Yep. Harris Pure unable to find anything there. T-Cross, he is on that immobile champion like we mentioned before, so he's going to position himself well enough in lane to be careful. But meanwhile, Sisyphus in this top lane is going to get 3 men ganking on him, and he has no flash. He's probably going to die.
Yeah, slow for the tongue. One more hit. There's the disintegration ray, which unfortunately doesn't hit while you're inside Tahm Kench's belly. Still going to get the kill. T-Cross cashing in for his first of the game. Good guy Master Roshi finally deciding to give kills to the rest of his team.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure whether or not Master Roshi's intentionally denying those kills, but like you said, he gets it over to T-Cross, who did take the time to roam into that top lane. And speaking of roaming, the fact that a Vel'Koz got a gank off earlier than a Twisted Fate is kind of a big issue. Pritzkai hasn't used his Destiny yet, and he really should maybe try and go in this bot lane where he knows at least one flash is down, and that's Brahms. Or maybe go back to this top lane, help Sisyphus out. Either way, he's got to use that ultimate soon.
Yeah, sort of time running out here. We're about 9 minutes into the game, and it's certainly not going to get easier as the game draws on. Champions get stronger for Twisted Fate to make an impact with that Destiny Gate combo. Walking down towards the bottom half of the map, Pritzkai wants to gank bottom. He's looking for it, and actually Mother of Pearl and Eagle are fairly extended in the lane. Here comes Pritzkai. Gonna go ahead and pop it. No, not willing to do that. Nice job pushing the wave there by T-Cross. Forces Twisted Fate to come back to lane, but top lane again, Master Roshi. I just, I assume that sooner or later Sisyphus realizes Master Roshi's going to be up in his lane, but it just really, really hurts as a top laner to continually be this focused over and over again. But when you pick Darius, you kind of got to expect it.
Yeah, expected indeed. Sisyphus, he went just to trade and win the trade in a 1v1, but it was actually a 2v1. And Master Roshi landed the slow, landed the Devour, and it was a very easy kill since Sisyphus still doesn't have his flash available. Now, Pulsefire was seen in the bot lane, so are they actually going to fall for this? Let's see.
Man, Tempered Fate. There's the Tahm Kench coming bottom. He's going to pop out, but we'll be able to turn this one around. Going to be able to eat up Pulsefire, spits him out, and he actually just dies in his belly. Master Roshi's still coming forward, misses the Tongue Lash. Won't be finding any more. It's the 1-for-0 exchange, but still more kills coming back towards Tahm Kench's way.
Yeah, Twisted Fate just forced to flash over just now. Pritzkai losing that really important summoner. And 5 members of Memorial High School's team in this ball lane. It's going to make it a very easy Dragon Call. There's no way that Milwaukee can contest this. And Milwaukee, it's not looking good. It's looking better. But they're still very, very far behind. And they have absolutely got to find a way. They need to ward up and prevent getting collapsed on by Master Roshi. And just try and farm.
Yeah, a very early kill for Sima Beast You may be really hopeful because, you know, Vayne, early kills, snowballing, all those words kind of go hand in hand. But unfortunately, really unable to put it to much use. Sure, she's got like a 20 CS advantage over Mother of Pearl, but oh man, Sizicus may be in a little bit of trouble up here. It's gonna be a force to flash away more Qs, and yeah, no cannon barrage there to finish the job.
Yep, he used the cannon barrage early in the ball lane, but I felt like ball lane fed GG might have been able to flash for that, and maybe he decided that, you know, not entirely sure how much damage I do, and it's just better not to use that summoner and get that summoner from Darius for free. Either way, that's another advantage over for Memorial High School. They just, every lane now is in very comfortable shape, and even though you said earlier, Sima Beast, he has the kill and he's up a little bit in terms of farm, but they haven't done anything with it just yet.
Keep an eye on the lanes here is Sima Beast specifically, a guy that I don't know if he's the answer, but he's certainly the strongest member of the team. He's got the most CS by far, by a long shot. Actually, almost the most CS in the game, even kind of on par with T-Cross's CS, which is pretty insane in the mid lane. But got to keep an eye on this Vayne, as it represents a large amount of carry potential. You can see Pulse Fire down there trying to protect that Vayne.
Yeah, this is still another turn over for Mother Pearl and his team, though, because it looked like Sima Beast wanted to buy... Oh, T-Cross.
Oh man, gonna get that Z-Drive Resonance off, but turning it around, Life Form Disintegration Ray with the Ignite ticking. That's Pritzsky cashing in. Master Roshi, though, here for some kills. Flash over the wall, Pulse Fire with the flash for life. Oh, Tongue Lash not gonna hit, but there's the flash, and oh man, bot lane fed. GG's gonna get himself fed all the way across the map, dropping that cannon barrage for his second kill of the game.
The composition that Memorial High School have crafted is so incredibly effective at doing damage and finding you really from anywhere. It's the answer to Twisted Fate. You have the Tahm Kench ultimate and the Gangplank ultimate as well, who they each provide, you know, their own global sort of utility, and we saw that kill there. However, University School of Milwaukee, they did find a kill onto T-Cross, forced out his cleanse. If they can find another kill and get a stun onto him in the next few moments before his flash is up, they might be able to get another kill. And that's one of their only options right now, is to take advantage of the cleanseless immobile Vel'Koz, because otherwise I'm not sure what champions they can really threaten. You can't do much damage to Tristana. She can self-peel and jump away. Gangplank can be pretty safe with his removed Scurvy, so...
Wow. Pretty safe with his ability to farm 1,000,000 gold with one parlay up in the top lane. Bot lane fed GG. Just take a look at the gold counts right now. Currently, he's sitting pretty well up there, but if you want to know where the real money's at, you got to look towards the jungle. 4-0-3, Master Roshi's cashing in with almost 6,000 gold. 14.5 minutes in, Pritzsky not in a great spot. Tempered Fate, what? I don't know about how that's going to work out. Pritzsky pretty dead. He's going to go down to bot lane fed GG, picking himself up his third kill of the game. A chilling smite actually helps Gangplank get the double kill. 403 and 404. Error, enemy mid laners not found.
Smooth. Very well done. And well done, those double kills for the Gangplank now. That's a third turret going down. Game's starting to look very similar to the last one. Trinity Force completed for Gangplank. You know, they've all completed their first item. Infinity Edge was Morellonomicon. Haunting Guys are ready for T-Cross, and he's going to be able to buy some more. I don't know, Rapid. This is looking really bad. 7,000 gold lead after 15 minutes is not something many people come back from.
Yeah, you know, things that I think about comebacks involving are, you know, wombo combo comps. You know, you land it really well. Maybe pick comps where you just pick the enemy off over and over again and they can't really do anything. You can draw off the game. Neither one of those team compositions exist. And in fact, if you're talking about team comps, it's still a little bit questionable to decide what exactly University School Milwaukee wants to do with theirs. Theoretically, Twisted Fate. You want to gank across the map. Haven't seen that at all this game. Theoretically with Bard, you want to roam across the map. Haven't seen that be effective either. And the real success from, you know, just having strong lanes like you would see from Darius in the top lane got focused so hard by Master Roshi that it was just really a non-factor.
Yeah, I think what they were trying was in fact a pick composition. You know, they have Vayne, who's traditionally sort of considered an assassin AD carry. Twisted Fate has roam potential. Bard has roam potential, but we haven't seen it from anyone really. The only gank, the only really successful proactive play we saw was a very early gank from Pulsefire 11 for his bot lane, but they just, I'm not sure what it is, but Master Roshi has just outclassed Pulsefire so hard. Oh boy, it's
Wow, being forced to flash inside your own base. That's how you can tell some things may possibly have gone wrong, Seamus.
yeah, it's the threat from getting devoured by Master Roshi is just too large. He does too much damage on his own. Starting to level up that devour as well. So at the moment it does 26% of the enemy's max health. That's a quarter of your HP gone if he lands the 2 autos and the tongue. So.
Wow. All right, well, it's a bit dragon time. Who's going to go for it? Whoa, there we go. Pulsefire steals that dragon away, but here comes Tahm Kench. We'll get locked up there by the parallel conversion, so not necessarily in a great spot, but the chase continues. Flash over the wall, and wow, one dead Twisted Fate. Condemned there onto Master Roshi, gets pulled back in there. He's going to need that great health any second now. Does get it just in time, but will he be in time to survive? Very, very low health, but he's going to go down there to Darius. Mother of Pearl very low there as well. The Flash and Cinebeast shuts him down, and that's actually a couple more kills being traded back over at University School Milwaukee. Not the cleanest fight there for Memorial, but hey, they'll take it.
No, well, University of Milwaukee, they got, or excuse me, University School of Milwaukee. They're not an actual university. They got the dragon, and then they got a pretty successful fight. They managed to shut down Master Roshi. They got a kill onto Mother Pearl as well, and they got the dragon. It's something I would say that's worth, and it's still showing them that they can go even if they manage to take advantage of the mistakes of their enemies. And speaking of mistakes, Master Roshi went in absolutely alone, and then he got apprehended into the turret. That was a pretty sick play from Sisyphus, and I doubt Master Roshi is going to let that happen to him again.
Yeah, Master Roshi made one mistake, but as far as mistakes go, he's starting to pick up his mistake-proof gear, which includes a Dead Man's Plate, even more tankiness, and just for perspective, to give you an idea of exactly how much damage all this non-damage items do, you can take a look at Master Roshi and see that every single auto and skill deals 107 more magic damage just because. So Abyssal Voyage, very key in Master Roshi's Tahm Kench strength.
And once he has that momentum build up as well from the Dead Man's Plate, oh man. His auto attacks are probably doing 300, 400 damage. Oh, we're about to find out who's going for Cinebeast. And Cinebeast going for the execute.
Oh man, it looks like he is gonna get some damage down here on this turret, but nope, can't run away from the Gangplank Gold. He's gonna try it. Continuing to running, just like the base. Keeps on with that, and Cinebeast still running away. Needs 10 seconds, 8, 9, 10, and execute. Nice escape, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, he got the ultimate out. The cannon barrage is now down, but since he died, this mid turret might die as well. Mother Pearl gonna do decent amount of damage, and the zone potential from these barrels. We'll see. We might see a fight.
Push out, there's the life form, Disintegration Ray, gonna take down Sisyphus. Cinebeast still low, or still dead rather, so he's not able to get in there. Master Roshi half health and gray health, but he's gonna be regenerating most of that very quickly. And oh man, Pulsefire, a couple more auto attacks, he's gonna get it regurgitated, but he ults himself right back out of there. Echo actually pretty slippery, but no, here we go, another regurgitate, back into the team, knocked up by the Glacial Fissure, cleansed out by T-Cross, gets the Trigonometry down there on his Q, but can't find the kill with that Plasma Fission.
Yeah, you know, Rapid, I just realized, high school player, probably pretty good at geometry.
Hey, yeah, there you go. Depending on, of course, what year. Geometry was great for me for the first half, and then I had to do proofs, and it sucked after that. Then I did proofs in college, and they were the best thing that ever happened to me.
Although technically it's fall semester, so if he is in geometry, they're probably not doing proofs just yet.
Oh, that's true. Well played. Yeah.
Yeah, and well played by Memorial High School so far. This game, they've made a couple of mistakes in the second game, but it's still looking very clean.
That's right. And of course, this, your man of the hour, Master Roshi's completed Cinderhulk. Dead Man's played more Giants belts than he knows what to deal with, and now 123. 1, 2, 3 can count to. Maybe that's math class. Master Roshi is incredibly strong right now. 505, though. Don't want to overshadow this score with now Infinity Edge, Trinity Force complete, bot lane feed, GG. Wow, Mother of Pearl. His backside is shaved as he's walking out there away. Pasta Mastery. It's like, I have mastered the art of losing all my HP and being forced back to base.
Yep, so we're not really going to be able to see Memorial High School accomplish much until their resident turret taker is around. It's pretty interesting. In the last game we saw Mother Pearl do a ton of work. And in this game we've seen bot lane Fed do a ton of work. So on what's the common denominator in both of these teams, both of these games, was the fact that obviously Master Roshi ganked a lot for them. So in future games where teams are up against Master Roshi, I feel like if they find a way to shut him down, the rest of the team might fall with him. But he's displayed so much ingenuity that I'm actually not sure if that's possible.
Oh man, turret dropping lower and lower. Master Roshi running behind it just to zone. But he will need a minion wave there. The backdoor protection kicking in a big way. And we'll protect that turret for just a little bit longer. I do want to point out the side wave management here by Memorial. They've got bottom lane actually pushing against them, so it's not really working in their favor. So I guess that's more of a lack of side wave management. Always just something important to point out, but yet another thing exactly. Oh man, gotta get the regurgitate, but no condemned into the wall. Huge crits coming out there. A big crit even. Then the life form disintegration ray will deter this further engaged, but whoa man, Simba Beast!
Darius is here.
Crit down ridiculously hard. Oh man, there's the gangplank. Oh, another crit! Godlike! Bot lane, Fed GG, living up to his name.
And Eagle 529 was flanked there by the TP coming in from Sisyphus' Darius, but it wasn't enough. Now this turret is definitely gonna go down. Let's see if the inhib does as well.
Yeah, inhibitor under fire. Some low health bars there. Master Roshi looks low, but he's got over 1200 HP. The inhibitor will fall. That's the first inhibitor being taken at 23 minutes for Memorial.
Yeah, Master Roshi at 3,378 health total. That's a lot of HP to go through.
Yeah, you know, it's takes a little bit of a while, and you want to know how much more he's about to get. Completes Sterax Gauge. I didn't even know you bought that item on Tom Kench, but that's gonna work pretty well.
I don't think you actually do, but it will give him health, obviously, which is synergistic with his Cinderhulk and makes him bigger, you know, if he takes a lot of damage, which he has this game, so that's kind of cool. It's not sort of the champion you generally see it on, perhaps Garen or Darius. Oh, Pulse Fire, he's in trouble.
Oh man, trying to run away there. Master Roshi running all up on him. Gets the slow there from the tongue lash. Running forward. Life form disintegration ray. And a legendary pirate there. He's cashing in for that big money. Now, speaking of money, Brisky's been using that stack deck passive to get some of his own. I don't think he has enough here with this engage coming through the turret. Master Roshi gonna start to chant this regurgitate out. Eats him up. He's that gray health. He's gonna get executed, taken down. Will this be Sisyphus turning it back around? Survey says no. The push continues now. Memorial. Oh, Mother of Pearl gets pulled back in. Rocket jump out. Sisyphus actually wanted to be forced to flash, and now Mother of Pearl gonna be using that explosive shot to take this turret down for Memorial.
Yep, if that poll was a Google Doc, Sisyphus was trying to change his response, but unfortunately not the case. Another turret goes down for Memorial High School. They're looking for the dragon. That'll be their second dragon of the game. And uncontested, since there is a top wave pushing. Mother Pearl actually wasn't in that fight before. He was pushing the wave, and that's why we saw Master Roshi did go down because of a nice apprehend from Sisyphus. That being said, though, even when they traded kills, or even picked up a kill for free, basically, they still lost their turret and then the dragon. They are just so far behind now. T-Cross getting his blue buff as well means their siege is going to be even greater. Besides this, that turret taking ability from Tristana, and then the sieging of the barrels So it's just a matter of time now for Memorial High School. They could potentially go for Baron as well, but no, actually they're going for kills. I'm not sure if Pritzky or Cinema Beast are going to get cut out here, though.
Keeping an eye on things because this game is starting to progress towards the end phase. A lot of deja vu compared to game number 1. We had a very strong jungle performance. What do you know? Same thing. But now we're actually going to get a chance to see Baron Nashor hard at work. Master Roshi putting down all that damage. C-Cross with the true damage over the wall. And yeah, no way this Baron lasts for very much longer. 27 minutes in. The first Baron buff of the game will go here to Memorial High School at, like I said, 27 minutes, and man, just the strong get stronger.
Yeah, Rapid, speaking of firsts, I feel like that's the first time we've seen Destiny this game. Not actually sure that's the case, but kind of feels that way. I just saw bot lane Fed GG crit a minion for 1200 damage. He's got the Infinity Edge, he's got the Trinity Force, he's got the Last Whisper. This is a dead turret.
Reverse of polarity, but is it enough? Nope, you're gonna need some new batteries there. And as now Heritage Pure is gonna go down, the first casualty of war here. Push through that inhibitor. Sizicus very low, but will survive just barely. This inhibitor will not. Second inhibitor of the game now downed here is, oh man, looking to go back in. Pulse Fire! Can't even find a kill on that engage. The flash forward, the buster shot backwards, and oh man, here comes Sizicus. It will get knocked up there, and one more auto attack gets stunned out by the concussive blows. Yeah, there he goes in, there he goes back out there, and finally a death for Master Roshi, his third one of the game. And I don't think this game is actually going to last a whole lot longer now. Maybe Pritzky, whoa, gets knocked all the way around. Look at those 1200 damage crits. T-Cross there, gonna go down. The Tempered Fate catches Braum. But will bot lane Fed GG and TSM Mother Pearl we get taken out here. Bot lane Fed's actually ridiculous. Here comes, oh my gosh, look at that echo damage. Eagle falls, but so will the Nexus here. Mother Pearl and bot lane Fed GG will take a 28.5-minute victory for Memorial High.
Okay, Memorial High School. They are a pretty good League of Legends team, and they will go 5-0 in the High School Star League with textbook performance.
There you go. Yeah, you just kind of you got to do the cooking by the book. I believe I was advised at one point in my life, and that's exactly what they did. And of course, Tom Kench, Master Chef in his own right. Got to give a big shout out there to Master Roshi, 6-3 and 14, snowballing both games 1 and 2. And congratulations there in the end to Memorials. They take down University School of Milwaukee 2-0. But don't go anywhere because that's not the last match of the night. No! We've got more HSL action coming your way. So you don't want to go everywhere. Stick around because Forest Park High School will take on Cicero. North Syracuse High School will be coming back with that best of 2 here in just a little bit. So don't go anywhere. Stick around. We'll be right back when the High School Star League returns right after this.